Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Trying to be consistent, consistently being Arsenal. If we can get back to back, that would be nice later at Old Trafford. We was there with it. If you knew, we was just on never a foul, so a lot of you probably heard it. But it was all about how bad Arsenal were, but at the same time, nothing about no resilience of United. So this is all United chat. I'm joined by Adam, Bruno's biggest hater, and also Rashford's biggest hater as well. And then obviously be joined by Ems, the rowdy man himself. Traps is going to be joining us. Pundit's going to be joining us, aka Brian, and I'm pretty sure E-Man's going to jump in at some point as well. So yeah, make sure you like up the video. All the likes are appreciated. Any subscriptions are appreciated. There's been quite a lot lately. I haven't done a reaction on nothing because literally as soon as I got in, no joke, go change, go shower quickly or whatever. And then after that, it's pretty much put some food on, eat on stream, do the thumbnails quick, and go from there. There we are, man. But I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. I don't care what the situation is or how it was. It's the fact that we beat these lot. Yeah, these dickheads with 10 men. Do you know what I mean? And this one nearly got me in trouble. I'm not even... You could have got me in trouble, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry, yeah. Kaz deserves an Oscar for his performance today. Honestly. Because we were sitting on the home end, so you couldn't really, celebrate and stuff like that. But Kaz, he was making conversation. Kaz, by the way, I said this on the football locker room. Did we or did we not hear someone say, I'll take Rashford for 20 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arsenal fans were actually saying it. They were like, oh, at this point, I'll take Rashford. And I'm just sitting there pinching Kaz. I'm like, hearing this.
Get it done.
Get it done. Literally, get it done.
Literally.
That's what I was thinking as well at the same time.
No, it was good. But it was good, man. It was a new experience for both of us because we both wanted to celebrate. But we did. We both slipped up a few times. But Kaz, in terms of acting and yeah, I don't know which one's worse. Like me actually saying the wrong things at the wrong times, or Kaz actually making conversations with people and women, elderly women. Oh yeah, so what do you think we need to improve on? I thought like Kaz's one's worse. I'm just looking at him. I'm like,
no, because you could have got us proper punched up. You never know. Yeah. Don't think, bro. I don't care if you feel like you're the world's strongest man.
I don't.
Hundreds and there's thousands of people around us. All it takes is for a few old geezers, extra other geezers and whatnot to all pile on, and you're getting kicked in your face and whatnot.
Kaz, Kaz, when we sat down, the first time big up, bro. The first thing I said to you when we sat down, Kaz, I've done a full 360. Yeah. We're all right.
We're good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't judge it. You can't, because then you get the ones in the crowd that are like, it's like, come on, Arsenal, you bunch of pricks and all this kind of, the ones that want to speak up and that.
We were them ones.
People. Yeah, but that's just
we're the ones that are like, what the? When Bruno scored, we were like, what the fuck is that? And we both looked this. Brilliant. Honestly, you can't write it. You can't write it.
It is what it is, isn't it, man? You got to act to the occasion. Big up Pundit, man. Me and this one below at Ems, we was at the game, but we was in Arsenal's crowd, so we had to like play up to it in case, because I'm not chant. I don't want to chant. I don't want to chant.
Do you remember Zirkzee's penalties? I was recording the penalties, yeah, and I was looking at the seeing who's missed. I'm like, it's one more. When Martinez, I think it was Euro Martinez, I can't remember who took the fourth. But
I think it was Martinez.
Martinez, yeah. I think Raya is still shopping in Westfields, but let's not talk about that. But finished it. Do you remember what I said to you before that? I said, Kaz, if he scores this, no waiting around, because I can't hold myself. I can't hold back, bro. Like,
bro, this guy's going down and says,
Yeah. I'm walking down the stairs and I'm
like, shut up, man.
Yeah. He's like, shut up, bro. I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm low. And you know what? It wasn't until we got in the car and then the outburst. You don't understand. Like, and Arsenal fans are walking like past us in the car, and I'm like, it was brilliant. No, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yeah. You know what, man? Pundit, man. What do you make of the game today? Because it was all going all well, and then nearly in United fashion, as we know, there has to be someone that says, not today, hold my beer. Literally.
You know what it is mentality of the team, right? Amorim has to try and change it. And I think for the most part, he kind of is trying to change it for the like Dalot today. Like, why do you do that? Like, this referee is itching to give people cards, yellow cards. Like you saw it from the first whistle, and he dives in. There was no need to do it as well.
Sorry, brother.
But
was it a penalty? Because we couldn't see properly.
It wasn't a penalty.
We couldn't see.
Everybody, it wasn't a penalty.
Have you retweeted, or has anyone got one on Twitter? Because I want to see this.
Yeah, because we couldn't see it, and everyone in the chat was saying the referee's Arsenal's 12th man, and I'm like, Dalot, I'm blaming Dalot, but
we couldn't see it.
Havertz has tried to get past Maguire, right? And naturally, every defender will put their arm out. So Maguire has put his arm out to block, to cover the run. That's what you should do. Havertz hits his arm and falls down, and the ref gives the pen. It's never a penalty. Never a penalty.
Really?
So yeah, it was embarrassing. And the players
sending off.
Sending off.
I think it was.
I think the sending off was a foul, but it wasn't.
He doesn't touch him. He doesn't touch him, right?
Oh, okay.
Dalot slides in, right? He doesn't touch the player. But it was a stupid. He didn't need to go to ground. He's giving the referee a decision to make.
Exactly.
He didn't have to do it. But that just goes to show you how badly the ref kind of ref this whole game. It was terrible, right? And he lost control of the game after that penalty was given. Ultimately, I think we showed a lot of character to kind of stay in there and end up winning the game on penalties. I felt if we went to penalties, we're going to win, especially because of the way Bayende was playing in after he saved the Odegaard penalty. So listen, beating Arsenal is always going to be sweet for me. They've been huge rivals for us, especially under Sir Alex Ferguson. So beating them at the Emirates after all the chat, after all the chest, after all the insults, after all the bigging up their players to the highest levels that I've never seen in my life.
It was great.
To lose, like
it was great, bro. It was
like
you have no idea.
Some of them are saying stuff like they're not even our rivals anymore. Like,
relax. I got one better. Oh, we need to focus on the Champions League.
Yeah,
bro.
Wow,
it's crazy, And Man United have a history. Arsenal fans should know this. Man United have a history of ruining your season. Like, we are the one team where no matter how shit we are, we can ruin your season. We've done it for so many years. So I'm so happy for this win. Listen, great performances from Maguire. I have to say it because I've called him out a number of times. It will be unfair for me to not state it. He had a very big performance, man of the match. De Ligt has come under scrutiny. Again, that dive in that he did today, he did it against Liverpool. Only this time, he actually blocked the shot. So
that was good.
Top performance, especially the second one for Trossard. I don't even know how he blocked that.
I thought it was Maguire. So I said to myself, I think it's Maguire, but I couldn't tell.
It's De Ligt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how he did it.
Crazy. It's literally, I've just loaded up Twitter as like an extra tab. And first thing it is the Ligts block.
It was going bottom left, Kaz, from where we were sitting.
He somehow got in between, I think, two Arsenal players and blocked, got the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
And put it above the bar.
Yeah, that was
like crazy.
Oh, no, I think that's a different tackle. I think that's a different one that we're talking
about. Yeah, that was a different one. That's the second one.
Oh, my God. And the one off the line, there's two of them. It's not just the first one. It's the other one as well.
There are two blocks, yeah.
I think it was my man of the match, to be honest.
Maguire.
It was tremendous.
Yeah,
Z's calling me out on Bruno. Listen, sample size. I think the last two games he's been very good.
Yeah. He was good today.
And I want him to keep on being good. People think it's just I want to hate on a player. No. What you show me is what I'm going to critique on. And you can't come and tell me that Bruno's performances haven't improved. They have. If not, that will be a discredit to how he's been playing now. His performances have improved. So I have no issue with him if he continues performing. But I think long term, for this Amorim system to get better, you want number 10s who are going to be able to carry the ball more, because we'll be far more dangerous. Far more dangerous. You can see it with the system. We're hard to break down. And we get moments in transition. If we just pick the right pass, we can cut teams open. You saw it when Zirkzee came on and he was able to hold the ball up in compared to Højlund. That even with 10 men, we were tearing up Arsenal like a couple of times, which maybe should have scored. So at the end of the day, I think Amorim has done a good job in this period where maybe people were expecting us to lose these games against Arsenal, against Liverpool. And his tactics have been spot on. His substitutions have come at the right time with all the adversity. And I think really big adversity in the 2 games. Against Liverpool, we considered the penalty. Against Arsenal, again, we considered the penalty. This refs, when are they going to give us a penalty? Because this stupid handballs, this barely touch a player.
Did we deserve a penalty on? Because you know what? Obviously, if it's on the other end, we might not be able to see it. Was it the Ahmad thing?
No, I'm just saying overall, like this.
Okay. This penalty Bruno, where his boot came off.
That should have been, again, it's an example like that. That should have been a clear free kick and a yellow card for Jesus. We don't get that. We don't get these decisions. But other teams, you touch them a little bit in the box and they fall down, they get a penalty. We don't get this stuff. So I would love to see us start getting some decisions.
Bro, we're the most hated club in England.
Yeah, we don't have players that control the ball. Like we don't get in the box enough. And when we get in the box, Højlund doesn't make it stick. Bruno doesn't make it stick. When you compare it to the times when Martial was there, at least his first touch was good enough so that he could draw the foul. We don't have that quality. You have Ahmad. Then again, we're struggling to get in the box. It's going to be a work in progress.
Sorry, bro. I just want to touch on what you said. We were watching Højlund today, and it's so tough to watch a player like that, because even for me, like what you said, Martial, the ball would stick. But what Martial used to do is drop deep, so the centre backs won't follow him. And the touch, he could turn you. He'll take him into places, dark waters that you don't want to go. Højlund now, how many times did we see De Ligt on the ball today, getting pressed, and he's looking for an outlet? And what you need from a striker, if you're not going to come short, bro, you have to come short and then drag the centre backs into dark waters, So if either come short, but the ball don't stick. So if I was him, don't come short, just bend your run and get these centre backs on there, ready to run. He done nothing. He didn't do nothing. Like, as a striker, you need to question the centre backs. Fair enough. If you're getting bullied, you can drop into pockets. They don't want to chase you there. They don't want to come in there. But his touch, like what you said, Martial, he ain't got that. But at least you're fast, right? So even his brain, it's not there, bro. Like, I just, you see
Højlund, you see Garnacho, I would even put Rashford in this situation where, like, maybe IQ levels, they're not as technically, like, they don't read the game very well, right? So they need to play in situations where they use what they have, their pace, to their advantage. And Højlund right now is just not doing that.
Nunes offers more, at least when he hasn't got the ball. Yes,
his movement is very good.
He's
a problem.
He as a centre back, if you're marking a striker, but the last thing you want to do is drop deep, follow him, and then he's just one touch and he's gone. And now you're running, chasing your goal. It's just
Højlund again is very raw. We should have an experienced striker at the club. And for me, I think what he needs, if he's not careful, I think he might be the one that gets gone in the summer.
I don't think it's because you get taught this. This isn't like.
No, but you need to do it consistently, because at Atalanta he wasn't doing this. Like, he just had one season. He had one season at Atalanta and broke through. He hasn't done this consistently. How many games was that? So now come and do it at Manchester United under Ten Hag, whatever. Ten Hag system is what it was. But he hasn't done it consistently, and he doesn't have the natural, like, technical levels to hide some of this inexperience. So now he needs to go out, and people don't understand. When I give people criticism and people analyze things, it's not about hate. I don't think it's productive when you come out and call someone names. It doesn't help.
No one hates.
No. I'm just saying.
I hate Bruno.
I just see the comments.
Even Bruno, I don't hate.
Not today. Today I don't hate him, but
against Liverpool.
But there's certain things like when people are saying Bruno Fernandes, you're kicking the ball a lot, too much. Hold possession, stuff like that. It's now we're looking at Højlund's game and saying, guys, this guy, you're not holding the ball up, you're not making the right runs, you're not doing this. Do Manchester United have the time to develop a striker like Højlund?
Nah,
it's up to the club. I don't think so, because of the amount of pressure. So he needs to.
I don't see him doing one good thing.
Yes, he's not good enough.
He needs to go out. This is where the club needs to now step up and be like, okay, let's send him out on loan. Either you decide, listen, he's not good enough, we're going to sell him out, right? Or we're going to send him out on loan to develop, and someone then at maybe a club in Germany.
Yeah, we'll take him or something like that. Yeah, he choose Germany. He choose Bundesliga to a team, man.
Sorry, bro. The reason why Zirkzee, I rate him more than Højlund, because at least Zirkzee, you know what he's good at.
Yeah? He's hungry as well, and he's hungry. Do you see the hunger today?
Today he was an animal. Today he was an animal.
Loved his performance. His positional sense was sick.
There was a few times when he came on, and I was like, "Yo, bro, he needs to win some headers. But I think that's down to the goalkeeper's kicking.
The goalkeeper's kicking was terrible.
Yeah,
that was the second aspect of his game that was really bad today. But overall, Bayindia was good.
But did you see?
Done well with corners though. I must admit, this time around, he done really well. Caught one of them and he punched a few. And
I think that's down to Amorim. Kaz, you made a good point.
Maguire. Yeah. I think
you made a good point. Sorry, but you made an amazing point about. But you made it look like you were talking about the ops. Like he was like, oh, you see what Man United are doing? They're taking this thing out the game, and I'm like, damn right.
Yeah. But... So basically, as I said, I was like, oh, look at them, the time wasting. They're taking this thing out the game. This is all planned.
Jose Mourinho-esque. Brilliant, honestly. But it was true. We were, battling around in the corner, slowing it down, and I think that's down to Ruben Amorim. But again, this the striker thing, yeah. Some of my friends don't like the three at the back, and they believe that this is a big problem. This system, they believe that this is the main issue. But
really?
Yeah, no, they do. They believe because the wing backs can't get up quick enough, and when you get pressed high, it's just not. We need a striker. I believe we need a striker that can actually hold up the ball when you do kick it to him, but offer something. He needs to hold up the ball to allow players to actually catch up. So Højlund for me, awful because he doesn't offer
anything.
What is he good at? Whereas he drops deep, yeah.
He done one nice pass. That's about it. He done one nice turn, but it's just like there was a situation. I believe it was the first half. Højlund collects the ball. He does the channel stuff, but his ball inside to obviously Bruno or whatever is poor already. And you're like, you just lost the ball. Now we're doing doggy work.
It's the touch.
It's like this is meant to be your sort of area. Yeah, like it's like this is meant to be your sort of area, bro. Like it's
exactly.
His profile is more like Watkins, Højlund, right?
He needs to up top or something.
Bro,
he can't do it by himself.
He needs people around Watkins.
No, I was talking about Højlund.
So he wants to run channels. That's his profile, right?
He doesn't even do that.
That's what he wants. But that's the thing. That's what he was good at Atalanta. That's what he was going. If you go back and watch his clips and watch what he was doing, and he had a support striker close to him that was doing a lot. What's his name? This kid, the Nigerian Lookman, was again dovetailing with him pretty well to hold the ball up and doing all that work, and he was running the channels and stuff like that. So, why I said originally that he's in danger of being the fall guy, not Zirkzee, because one, Ineos didn't sign him, right? Ineos did not sign him, so they're not going to be as patient. I know there's been a lot of links. There's been a lot of links about Zirkzee leaving and all that stuff, but I don't think Ineos are going to be like. I don't see why they would sell Zirkzee right now, in my opinion. Unless they
it would be dumb. I think right now it would be absolutely stupid considering the market and considering he wants to fight for his position and considering the last two cameos he's had, he's actually been worthy enough to say, I warrant a place as well,
Oh, definitely.
I look at the way the fans responded to him, the way he responded to the fans and say, look, we're not all idiots. We're not
to take the last penalty.
To take the last penalty as well. Like I was thinking, like fuck. I was thinking, like
you should have heard me shahedin, bro. I got a video.
Yeah,
I was sitting there, video, and I'm like shahedin. You can hear me, bro. Ya Allah, ya. And bro, bottom corner.
I was very happy for him, Zirkzee. He deserved that.
Did you see the two nutmegs on Saliba as well? Yeah. Where he chested it down. Me and Kaz were just sitting there in stitches, but we couldn't. Bro, test down, sent him again. Oh, bro.
And then put Ahmad through.
That reminds me of what you did back in the summer.
Yeah, all day, bro. That's what I'm saying. When I'm watching a player like Højlund, bro, you can't fucking pull the wool over my eyes, bro. This guy doesn't do nothing. I'm not a great baller, but bro, honestly,
yes, you are,
bro. I'm not fit, but put me on that pitch, yeah. I would either drop deep where the centre backs they don't want to come near me, but even if I would offer something. I just don't see what Højlund offers.
So it's up to the coach. It's up to the coach right now because this half of the season is going to determine the future of a lot of players, right? So, and I think if you give Amorim the chance to sign Gyökeres, he would as well.
I'm not sure about Gyökeres either.
I think he would.
I think Gyökeres is his number one.
I think he would.
I think that's the reason why you might as well abandon the striker decision this month.
I need a beast up front, man. I need someone.
Gyökeres is a beast, man. I
don't see him bullying a player like Van Dijk or.
Well, we bullied Ruben Diaz. Was it Ruben Diaz or whatever when he came back or whatever for that game against Sporting? He bullied the fuck out of him. He's one of the stronger players. No, for me,
maybe you're right.
For me, it's again. It always come down to this. When we did try to have some sort of possession, it will always come down. My assumption is the wing backs. Mazraoui again, positional, great, everything sound. You do your job, but that's the thing is doing your job is also not enough, especially when you're the outlets, because then the striker is literally like Højlund, you could say, and this might be the only like part of defense for him is to say that he's the only outlet that's meant to get him behind, because Bruno ain't gonna do it. He's got no legs for that. Mine, you can't do it. He tried to do it today, to be fair.
Shocking as well.
And Dalot, yeah, it was just non-existent. Nice at collecting the ball with Martinez, but then he would fizz it up front, and you're like, okay, we just recycled. They recycled again.
And you see with Raya as well, like he's a fullback. Like you can see the defensive instincts kick in. Like instead of seeing the space and running into it, you can see that he's a bit risk averse because he's the type of responsible player. So he has to fight with himself to get himself in those positions. So that's why it's hard for me to blame him, even though he's responsible for us not creating as many chances as we could probably. But you can see he's better in the back three than he is at wing back. It's very clear for me. So
no, he was narrow. His position today, honestly, they tried to double up on him a few times. But even it shows the trust in the manager to switch him to the left when Sterling came on. So he was active, but he was very narrow, and by that, he didn't want to push forward. So he was just there playing, that poker game. But honestly, like I do believe the wing backs, I don't think that they are a problem. We do need to improve. But when you have a striker, so for example, when we're clearing it and you've got a striker that can just chest it down and hold it up and barge you off and play players in and allow them time to come up, I think that will add to our system.
It would. The one thing I will say is, like, in games like this, we're playing against a tough team. We're sitting back, right?
Yeah.
So when we play against a team where we're supposed to attack, the wing back issue is going to rear its head even way more than even the striker issue will, because we need to.
Do you think the wing back issue is a bigger problem than a striker?
It's a huge problem for the system.
Absolutely, I think so. It's the outlet. It's more than just being positionally defensively aware. It's also being confident in your and naturally doing what you do best, which is probably more attacking than the defensive work as well. Because I feel like when I feel like the wing back when defending, you're not meant to be the guy that's meant to be solid. You're just the extra man to help. Obviously, the wide centre back at times, or let alone maybe even a central midfielder, maybe. But I feel like for us, we just don't have that confidence in wing backs. It's kind of weird how Anthony is not getting any game time recently, and I wonder if that's a fault. There's maybe moves.
Yeah, I don't know.
He probably might get started against Southampton, more than likely, to be fair. But that's because he's got no choice.
I don't know if he will, if I'm honest. Anthony is one of those guys. His attitude to me looks like someone else that stinks. He has this very stinky attitude. Might be a player that the manager just.
Well, he moans, isn't it? Remember when he was moaning about position, even when he had to go left back when we were trying to win the damn game or keep the game against Liverpool. It's like, what do you mean you're moaning?
He was having a go at Ten Hag.
Yeah, Anthony, like Amorim is not going to take that. He wants everyone together. So
I was okay with
player that's moaning.
I was okay with it just because I dislike Ten Hag that much. But
Same.
Actually, I wouldn't be okay with it.
It speaks volumes. Ten Hag bought him. He's supposed to be your guy, manager. I'll follow you anywhere you go. All of that crap, and then.
I mean, look at the difference in someone like Martinez today. Like we had no substitutions. He had cramp. He still took the penalty. He said, you know what, just go up front. Go up front or act as like one of the four in the midfield. But even then, he just go up front. Let Zirkzee drop in. It is what it is. We'll take this to penalties. That's what you call a bit of mentality shift. I wouldn't say Martinez's mentality was fragile in the first place to overdo it. But it's like, this is the moments you need to play through. And he's still done and gone and took that penalty very well. By the way, not trying to just say the penalties were just great or good or anything like that, but Raya, for each one of those, was shocking.
He was funny, actually.
He was shocking. I told you, he kept diving early. You need to see the last one for Zirkzee. I think it might be Zirkzee. It might be.
No, it was Martinez.
Did you see the League Gunner clip on Raya?
Oh, it was Martinez. It was Martinez, bro.
Oh, what, like that?
Yeah.
The hop.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was the Martinez penalty, Kaz, where like literally he dived a good 2 seconds before the shot was even taken. But the United stand behind them, bro. They were jumping. But guys, Martinez over Højlund up front.
You're taking a mic. You're taking a mic.
You know what it is with the penalty? I think they over-analyzed and told him where to dive. So he already decided where he was diving before the kicks happened. And that can be dangerous for
that was dangerous because single time before, even for we so of course it was United and we was on the opposite, and every time one of them would go and shoot, there's a good second and he's already moving. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, all the penalties were good. I'm not taking nothing away. Euro's one was
quality.
Euro. When I said, "Is this guy just come on and said I'll take a penalty?"
Yeah,
when that went in,
I said, "Is this guy got? This guy must have."
He was third, right, guys? He was third.
Yeah, he was third one, and his penalty
yeah.
was like his penalty is basically a pass.
Yeah,
he passed it. He didn't even shoot. He passed it into the corner.
He's worth every euro.
And he was worth every euro. Don't let the videos fool you. In time, that was the most hit penalty, as in like the most had more venom than all the other ones. From what I was seeing, I was like, wait, what the fuck? He just put that bottom bins.
That was an important one as well.
They had all their attackers.
That was the one.
All their attackers on pretty much
that's the one where I was like, oh, once that went in, that's it. I was recording every video like just excited.
I was just hoping that Malacia never stood up to go and take one.
He done well when he came on.
When he came on though.
Yeah, he took Sterling. He said, "You're my bitch."
Well.
Yeah, he told Sterling, "You're my bitch." Literally,
he took him out of the game, like
completely.
Done.
Yeah, because I was a bit nervous when Ugarte came off because
I was as well, yeah. But oh my god, so I forgot all about this. Yeah, now this is my next part, and this makes me think. Oh, I think you can rely on this kid now. I had to pretend to each everyone. Imagine going into a Emirates Stadium and knowing who the kid is. I'm like, who's this kid? Who's that? Oh, did they sign someone new? I was acting dumb. Toby Collyer, yeah. Ahmad could have fed him twice, bro. Ems, go watch back somewhere. If you were going with extended highlights, Collyer was in twice. Back post, and there was another one. Ahmad could have fizzed him in. His energy was needed.
Yeah,
and it made me wonder. He coming in a high pressure situation with 10 men, so it tells me that Amorim's trusting the youth a little bit, right?
And he's held it together.
And you know what?
Right. He covered that right back.
He covered everywhere. Covered everywhere. Yeah. In my opinion, he covered everywhere. I don't want to overgas it because he covered a lot of space on the pitch. But I'm thinking, oh my word, put some legs there. I wanted to see him and Ugarte. I want to see him and Ugarte play together. I'm so convinced by it.
Kobe has the 10.
He I didn't realize how technically sound the kid is as well. If you know, I don't want to overdo it because it's just like the occasion potentially. But what are you guys think?
Physically too, he was very impressive.
He bodied Rice. I am taking
winning the headers.
I'm taking that
the energy in his obviously he came off the bench, so maybe players were tired too. But he covers the pitch really, really well.
Yeah.
So again, that for me just kind of gave me a preview of what if Manchester United go and sign a player like Edison and put him next to Ugarte in midfield. Like the energy to go back and front. I love Kobe, but sometimes the people kind of take advantage of his lack of legs a little bit. That's why I would like to see him play.
His positioning is poor. Like you can see, Kobe is always running back into the position where the ball is. Like he doesn't predict the play is going to happen. So he needs to learn that, or maybe he just doesn't have it. We'll see.
But I don't get it with the Kobe thing because it's like Bruno ends up filling in that place anyways, and it's like cool, but shouldn't you just not be positioning your just put? In my opinion, just put Bruno Fernandes there then for the time being and put Kobe in a 10 because you're always swapping around regardless. He done the same thing against Liverpool.
You know what it is? I think because Fernandes right now maybe has that little bit of danger about him or the opposition box, right? Because he's a good box crasher, right? That's what Fernandes should have been, an 8 that was crashing the box, kind of like what Lampard used to be for Chelsea. So he's playing him a little bit further up, and Kobe has that calmness in midfield that Amorim wants. So it's kind of like they have the skill sets but in the wrong position. Like Kobe's calm, he can receive the ball from midfield and he can pass it out wide, but he doesn't have the passing range. It's a tough one. I personally play him in a 10 and give him a freer role to kind of drop into midfield and receive the ball and whatnot. But then it's like that means you only have Højlund up front or on Ahmad, and it's kind of disjointed. So we're not really playing it through 3-4-3 right now, in my opinion.
That's
part of the problem.
It's down to us not actually having the players that can play that position, though. What do you guys think? Because if we had a centre mid, I don't think Kobe would be forced to play that position.
If we had a centre mid right now, if we went down and signed someone, because I think we would, and we should, because Eriksen and Casemiro are going to go.
Yeah.
I don't think Kobe starts in that position. I really don't.
Starts anyway, to be honest. I think he's young. He's 19.
Yeah.
There is a talent there, and I think there is. Like he's obviously a good player. I think we don't need to make this a mistake we made with Garnacho, for example. Like just get him on the bench, slowly growing into positions, and then eventually becoming the player he can be. At the moment, I think we need We need better players in all of the positions in which he can play. And that's not me having a go at Kobe. Just I don't want the potential to be ruined, to be honest. And it's on its way if he plays every minute of every game.
I can't get over that jump, man.
Raya thing.
I'm just looking at the Euro. I'm just looking at the Euro penalty, man, and he's jumped like hop skip, like basically the league other thing. I'm just looking at it thinking this guy's a dunce, man. He's so trash at penalties. They gassed it. Before they said, "Oh, we saved the one." The guy like a couple like above, but a couple seats down. He's like, "Oh, he done well at Porter." I'm thinking he's shit, man. You lot don't know anything about Raya. Nothing. He's awful. And then man, like, that's hilarious.
But just to talk about Arsenal a little bit, even though I know this is a Man United stream, it's I don't know, their project is interesting to me because on one hand they have, I think, some of the best defenders like Saliba, Gabriel. They have a very strong core. Declan Rice. Physically, I think they're just a really, really strong team. Yeah. You can't beat that. Physically, they're really good, but they've gone a little bit too much to that side, and they've lost flair. Like there's no, when Saka is not there, it's just, I don't know what I'm watching. Like it's like prime Stoke, like get the ball in the box. Like Moyes when he came to Manchester United, I remember that one game where we had like 20 something crosses against Fulham or something. Like that's just what it is. And it's like, guys, you guys have this really physically strong team. Teams are going to have a tough time countering against Arsenal. So why do you need to, like, you can attack more?
Alice, if you want to jump on, you know what I'm saying, pause, by the way, because before people get the wrong idea, send me a message, innit? Like, if you want to, do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice if you want to debunk this game, innit? It's once in a while thing. Sorry, go on, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just think that their team, and the reason why I particularly don't really like playing Arsenal is just they're so physical, but then they're over egging it. They're so physical, but then they're nasty. Dark arts. It's like it's over too much to one side. Where's the flair? Like today, I was watching Barcelona. You can see the flair. You can see like they're moving the ball. Like you're enjoying the football.
It's fluid.
But like, Arsenal have gone to this. I don't like even prime Atletico Madrid went like this. It's like they've gone to some place that I think they should be very careful. They're going to lose themselves as a football club because the Arsenal I know, even when they were shit under Wenger, played beautiful football. This is, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's cross the ball and inshallah and hope. Like it's just weird. Is that I don't know. I don't know if their fans are, but it is that they've been like this all season. So I don't know why this is a surprise.
Really, like, their fans are funny as well. They're the most deluded bunch, and they've been for a good 20, 30 years. It's like, before social media, my dad, when I was a kid, he used to say, and he used to notice that on old school forums on the internet, like, they're a weird bunch, Arsenal fans. Like, this is 2002, 2001, something like that. And the question is, do you have to be deluded to be a fan? Or do you become deluded after? Like, which direction does the relationship go? And it's a weird state to be honest. I don't get them fans. I really, really don't. Because surely you can't, like, aim to win the league and talk about Champions League playing like this. Surely you can't be serious.
Yeah, it's like the attack, man. It's like I thought our attack is bad. Attack is not very good.
Our attack, without Ahmad in there, it's horrendous. But I'm not. I still want to see. I would love to see one day Mainu, Ahmad, and Zirkzee. Like, I would love to see that I would like to see that combination because once Ahmad gets going, it's hard to catch him. And the thing is, what I like about Mainu when he gets to the certain positions, he actually uses his body a lot, but so does Ahmad. So it makes me wonder that even when shielding, they're not stupid and think they can just use their pace all the time, like Garnacho. Like today, Garnacho finally lifted his head up again. So this is credit to him. And I'm not a big fan of his. Get that price tag up. Napoli wanted for 50 million, please. Today he showed you what he can do for Lukaku or someone like that. Or Scott McTominay.
He'd do well in the Italian Serie A if I'm being honest with you.
A Napoli fan said in one in my comments today when I done a video about it early this morning, and they were saying like, I like Garnacho. I think he'd do really well here. He's a finisher. He's effective. He's got a lot of energy about him. Today is. I said this to you as well, Ems. I said I think he's going to play on the right today. I think he wants him to stretch it a little bit more because I need to throw that away. The pause stuff I'm too used to it. It's just he wanted to stretch that kind of area because Lewis Skelly is pretty much more inverted, right? So you need, if you put him against Timber would bully him a little bit more. You might as well play someone that's a little bit more technical, but then there's a limit to Bruno's technicalities.
Exactly, that was going to say. Like it's
Yeah, exactly.
names in a hat and just.
But yeah, I thought Garnacho did okay, but I don't want. We know what this fan base can be like at times. It's
they're gonna overgas it,
and it's saying he should be starting and all this kind of stuff. Yada yada yada. I'm just glad that he trusts. What's his name? That he trusts Toby Collyer to come on, because now I'm thinking, okay, we got Leicester City next in the cup. Are you going to trust Kokonki this time? Because there's been talk about him having game time either in the FA Cup or the Europa League. You know, because he's been doing really, really well in first team training. He's been first team training for a good 3 months now, 2.5 months.
He's 6'5" and
he's
16 years old.
Exactly,
You know?
but I'd like to see him get some minutes. Like Euro today, give him a cameo. If you're like 3-0 up, there's no reason not to use him. I thought he was brave taking. Well, Maguire, I don't think he was injured. I think he was just knackered, but he was brave taking him on off, because if let's say that's a Ten Hag, he's keeping him on. He's not taking him off at all.
No, he's not taking him off. Rashford is playing 120 minutes.
Like,
it's another situation with Ten Hag. And Malacia is never stepping foot on that pitch. He's never trusting Collyer as well. You know how it works with Ten Hag. Let's not go there, man. It's just.
I like how Amorim tends to protect his players, especially from injury. If like there's anybody that is close to the red line, you know, anybody that's tight, he like come off. Like it doesn't matter who it is, like he's taking them off. So he's done well with that. And you know, while hearing that.
But Bruno played well the last 2 games.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, say if we lost today's game and it was down to, I don't know, Bayern De's kicking, I think,
or the Lowe's red card. That's the biggest.
Yeah. But you know what, bro? Like, you know, he had a good game, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think I would have started Nana. That's the funny thing. But after seeing Bayern De save those 2 penalties,
Bayern De is going to play for all of the FA Cup matches. I'm convinced he's going to.
I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that, because we had what's his name under LVG, Romero, who was doing that. And it's good when you have.
He was top. Romero was top. Guys, am I going too far? Yeah, but. I think I might be going too far, but fuck it. I don't care. Bayern De, couple saves remind me of De Gea's first season.
For example.
Sorry?
Here we go.
I don't know. It's early, isn't it? It's really early for Bayern De.
No, but you know, like De Gea was struggling when he first came in. He was, you know, getting bullied in the box, and Anana and Bayern De are 2 different types of goalkeepers. But you know, there's little flicks over the bar. I think I don't know. It reminded me of De Gea a bit today. I'm not gonna lie.
We just need to see him for the rest of the FA Cup. If he puts up big performances and keeps on doing well, then he will naturally find himself in a situation where he's more competition for Onana. But right now, again, goalkeepers, I don't know. Like that's another priority for me. That's not like the main one for us. If like next season, if we didn't sign a goalkeeper, I wouldn't be screaming. We need like wing backs and 10s and
I'm just saying the style of goalkeeper.
So I don't know. It's just he doesn't play out of the back really well, which is something that
so De Gea just proves my point even more. It's
no, but De Gea was special though. Like we had seen him in La Liga, what he was doing at that age was crazy.
I'm saying first season, you're telling me it wasn't, you know, this guy was saving shots with his feet, and I'm sure everyone was, but he's a legend. Everyone knows he's probably the, you know, a lot of rival fans won't say this, but I still believe he's one of the best, you know, goalkeepers to ever do it in the Premier League. But a lot of people say because he's not there from the back.
We just don't have the sample size with Bayern De. Like we could go back. With De Gea, we saw him in Spain. Like, dude, go back and watch De Gea in Spain. Like some of the shots he was saving was insane. Like it was crazy. We could see what he was. Because even though it went down. When he came to United and struggled, we were like, okay, we know what he is. He's a shot stopper. We give him time. But Bayern De doesn't really have that. No one is watching the Turkish league and whatnot. So,
what are you saying, Traps? How are you feeling, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's working.
Hey, big up Adam. Hey, Adam, listen, yeah. We have a friend now. We have a Moroccan friend now.
Yeah.
Hey, Traps, by the way, he's Moroccan too.
That's what I'm saying. No, listen, last season, the scam rabat and that, yeah.
Adam, you're Moroccan as well.
I'm Moroccan as well, yeah.
Hey, them into Khoya. All right, cool. Say no more. All right.
Yeah,
we got Moroccan friends. I keyed up in it.
Hey, this I don't even know what you lot was talking about. You lot was talking about buying there and this, that, and the other. But listen, he had a
I'm
good
not rating
game.
him. I'm just saying it's David De Gea-esque in terms of the style of save.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I was there.
I'm waiting. We was there as well. We was in the home end. Me and Ems.
What, you was there today?
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
there,
there,
game.
bro.
Yeah, we were there. We were in
Smiling
the,
and waving, bro.
We're in the North Bank, upper second tier.
Hey, Kaz, you tell them what happened with the security when they stopped us.
The how's man going to this game and you're not shouting me, bro?
No, because he forced me. The Ems forced me. This
It don't matter. It don't matter.
No, literally, this Moroccan bastard forced me to come. He like literally.
Hold on, wait, was it worth it?
Yeah, no, in the end it was worth it, but he
100%.
forced me. Literally, it was last minute. It was literally last second and minute.
Okay, Kaz, just before Traps goes in, sorry, but when we walked in, yeah, before we got into the stadium, a security guard searched Kaz before me, yeah. The guy's like searched me, bro. I don't know the security guard doesn't know me. I heard Kaz talking to him in Somalian, yeah. Bro, he's searching me. He goes, "Hey, mate, you're gonna lose today, you know." I'm like, "What the fuck? How the hell did you even know I'm a Man United fan?" So what the
They can
Kaz?
smell it. Listen,
he recognized Kaz. He recognized Kaz, bro. So Kaz took his little mask down and started talking to him. So I think he must have said something to him, but I was like, bro, like that was mad to sit there and say, "Listen, mate, you're losing today on my ear." I was like, bro.
Well, I walked in and sat down, and the guy next to me, they was taking a free kick, and he said to me, "If we scored this, you got to go back out and come back in again." And I looked at him and I thought to myself, "You obviously know that man's a United fan, then." And then obviously, you know what I mean.
So we all sat in the home.
Wait, where did you sit then?
I was in the club. I was in the club bit above the United fans.
He was opposite. He was opposite us.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. See that little spot there?
That must have been lit.
See that little spot there? It was flipping funny, mate. It was so funny, yeah, because obviously it sits back a bit, and you got the fans at the bottom that come out more. So all them fans at the front, every time anything went on, they're turning around, jeers, fingers, yeah. It's going off in that corner there, man. And Arsenal fans just listen. It was like going to Highbury again. Highbury the library. It was silent in that place.
Highbury the library. I love that.
When I was hearing the thingy for our fans, it's not penalties or nothing yet. They will remember Ems. I was like, look at, and I said to everyone, look, get a load of those. Get a load of those pricks.
Oh, hey, Kaz won an Oscar today, bro. Hey,
I wish I was there.
If he wasn't a YouTuber, trust me, acting, bro. Because he was sitting there and he was literally like, "Oh, look at these cunts. Look at these guys." And I'm like, bro, could you imagine being that? They were, since the 85th or 80th minute, bro, these guys were bouncing, bro. And I was just sitting there.
They was bouncing. They was bouncing from when we scored the goal. And I say, there's one guy, yeah. There was one guy. If you watch this, yeah, shout out to you, because this guy, I don't know what he was on, because he was only little. I don't know if he's on someone's shoulders or something, but he was like this for the whole game, yeah, just literally like this, yeah. Listen, that down there, that's where it was at. I was even tempted to say, I wonder if I could go downstairs and just slip in there quickly.
I hear that. We had people falling asleep next to us, Kaz. I got the evidence to prove it.
Yeah.
Guys falling asleep next to me.
Hey, but what did you lot think of? Listen, I'm
waiting for you to say one player. We ain't mentioned him yet, by the way.
No, you see them Arsenal fans, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. You lot are a disgrace. Because
no sympathy. No sympathy.
Do you want to know something? Huh?
No sympathy, bro. I'm waiting for someone to.
Look, do you want to know something? Yeah. These man were cheering and celebrating free kicks and corners. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Anytime they got a free kick within sort of like within a certain distance or a corner, they was loving it, getting up, cheering, clapping,
begging for yellow cards.
They love it.
Have you lot come to play today, or you lot have come to do set piece again? Ole. Yeah, is that what you lot come to do?
Yeah. And you know what? It was so embarrassing. They were so happy about set pieces that they ruined their own momentum.
Trust me.
Time they were wasting it. It was not good for them to be that gassed about set pieces.
Mad, they were wasting their own time as well.
They were nervous, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? You know when they tried to Arteta come out and started blaming the refs, right? As Alice said in the chat earlier, it's like you do realize the ref is a boyhood Arsenal fan.
Listen, that referee was disgrace. What that see the yellow card he was dishing out in the first half.
I didn't even know that. He shouldn't even be allowed to ref this game then.
Yeah, but he said boyhood, because if you say boyhood, he could have went on and then moved somewhere else in the country or something, and then he probably chose another club.
Are you sure? Because
he come out like literally. I retweeted this. I retweeted the whole thing.
Boyhood club is this team like me. I can't just.
No, he's trolling. He's trolling, man. Because I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure when he
here we go. Look, 2018 August 26th. Andrew Madley reveals that he was a boyhood Arsenal supporter. You think I'm talking shit?
Is he not from Liverpool?
I don't know. I don't know where all these fuckers are from. But
they was giving him the U Scouts Master chant.
Yeah, but we say that to everyone.
Bro, yeah,
everyone is a Scouts Master, no matter what.
But Arsenal fans, we're calling him a fat bastard.
No,
he's their top man.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know, but
apparently the referee never rewarded us a penalty. Is that true?
The referee was a disgrace. That penalty shout was a disgrace. Yeah, not only that. This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, when you got man like David Coote and that, yeah, big party man and that, yeah, running around doing his thing. Yeah, this is how you know all these man are just the same. They're all the flipping same, mate. Yeah. They are their heads all over the gaff, man. These referees have lost it. How is this referee even? How can you even come out of this after you've seen that back? There should be some kind of punishment for that, because that is absolute nonsense what he's doing there.
It will get recorded, but it will get recorded in terms of like the PGMOL who runs it and probably deduct his points. I reckon there's a point scale of whether they're in the Premier League or in the Championship and stuff like that.
Like, they're all shits though. All the refs are bad.
We were talking about this before, man. Man United is the most hated club, and for some reason, we're too nice. Like,
I agree.
Clubs complain about refs. Clubs question refereeing decisions. It looks to me that we just take it on the chin and move.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be so real with you. Yeah, I personally, this is why you don't see none of these English referees at no World Cup finals or whatever they do, European finals and whatnot. You see, what's his name? What's the other one's name? That one that done the final for Fiorentina and he got ran out of it.
What's his name? The ball guy.
Yeah.
Anthony Taylor.
Yeah, he refereed the final and got his ass run out of the country, mate. He can't even go back. He could go back there for his holidays. You think he could go back to you think he could go Italy for his holidays or Fiorentina, wherever it was? You think he'd go there for his holidays? You'll never see him again. Yeah, these referees are so bad, and they're just getting away with it now. Because why was there no VAR today?
Not in this round.
Yeah, FA Cup and Carabao.
Why is that? But I don't. This is what I'm trying to say. What I don't understand is why is there none in this round? They've got VAR. It's meant to be for football. Why did they not include it in this round? It doesn't make sense.
Well, if it was included today, Havertz would have got sent off, because if you ain't seen, I just saw a picture. The reason why Ugarte reacted the way he did is because Havertz literally had his whole hand around his throat.
Really?
Yep, no joke. I've literally just seen it.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I can get it. One sec.
Put it up, bro. All we saw was Maguire turn full on Undertaker mode. Like we just saw Maguire.
I'm just retweeting it now.
Let me take a look.
And just by Maguire's reaction, you know he was in the right.
Yeah.
Because he's not the type of guy to lose.
That's what I said. But I love that though. I love that about Maguire today. I was like, he wasn't taking anything. And Ugarte's a little shithouse. And I love that. Who else is it? Garnacho decided he didn't want to be a little bitch and says, "Fuck this, I'm getting involved." This is what I'm talking about.
Maz was there as well. Maz was there.
When these men do not want a dogfight, not whatsoever. When you go beyond the Gabriel, the rest of them, I think Timber as well. He's a bit fight. The rest of them don't want it.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Cass? Yeah, as well. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Yeah, I need to see some appreciation, because I told you about this Harry Maguire stuff the other day.
And what about De Ligt today?
De Ligt was decent today, to be fair.
Fair enough.
He was decent. He was decent today, to be fair.
But I said why was
listen, don't forget what you man told me. You man told me that this De Ligt guy is clear of Harry Maguire every single game. You can see that.
Are we going to have another problem, Traps? Now, we went through Amrabat, and now we're going to have another problem. You and I. What's going on?
Why? What about Maguire?
You know what? I never praised Maguire and not immediately regretted it. So now I thought he had a great game. I expect him to drop a disaster next game.
Listen, Maguire. Listen, Maguire's been. Listen, Maguire's been good. listen, you see Maguire. Maguire's been good. He was so bad, yeah, in with under the last manager that people don't realize how good he's actually been.
He's
Nah,
been
you
good
have
for
to
years.
laugh, bro. You know what?
He's
The thing
been
is,
very good.
you need to look at.
Listen,
things
I was
that are
the first. Listen. I can show you a recording of me on Sai's channel screaming, saying Maguire is shit, absolutely shit, like screaming at the thing he's saying he's shit. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to you, Maguire. You have to give him flowers where it's done. Listen,
he was top draw today.
let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Adam, let's
Oh,
talk about
Nacho
our Moroccan
punching
friend.
man up, bro. And Mazraoui there for backup, bro. You crazy, bro. Look
Hey,
at that, bro. Like,
Today I made a friend, man. Mazraoui, I've made a friend. He's a friend of mine now. I like
favorite.
Mazraoui
Hey,
now.
bro.
Yeah,
It's class, isn't it?
it's not like I didn't like him. I just didn't. I said to myself, look, he has to come here and prove himself. You know what he done today?
All right,
Yeah?
so he just proved himself now.
No, it's not like he just proved himself now. But see, today
did
it's
something.
about IK Mazraoui.
All right,
You
bro, I
passed the
appreciate
test
that
now.
because, bro, technically, yeah, this guy is honestly. I'm not just saying this because I'm Moroccan, bro, but he's much better than Dallo. And for me, I like my defenders to be aggressive. Yeah, bro. Technically as well. Did you see that nuts against Lewis against Liverpool against Louise, bro? His touch. I love this baller, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and he's super aggressive. Even today, yeah, on the left, yeah, he handled everyone, bro.
Do you know what?
Kaz, you don't want to give him his props, yeah. But how many times?
Who?
After you were like, yeah, Maz, but I kept screaming Maz. I get it. Like I'll snitch
Yeah,
on
but
myself.
Moroccan bias, I hear it, man. But it's
But,
like,
do you know what? Do you know what it
Hey,
is?
the header back
It's-
from Sterling from the goal kick. He just headed it backwards. I was,
yeah, this guy's off his head.
No.
Do you know what it is for me? Do you know what it is for me with Mazraoui?
Big up,
yeah?
man.
Do you know when you got the seal of approval for me? Because look, at the end of the day, yeah, you see when you're at Bayern Munich, yeah, and it doesn't work out, and you end up at Man United, I always think skeptical. What are you doing here? Do you know what I mean? Like you're at Bayern, yeah, it doesn't work out for you or whatnot, and you end up at Manchester United. You're either here for money or you know what I mean, or no one else wants you.
You know what these Germans are like, with Moroccans and Africans.
That's
You know, I don't want to go into that, but
wait, that's on me because I have PTSD from a lot of stuff that's gone on at this club. But let me tell you what Mazraoui done today. Yeah, you know what he done today? Yeah, he come to the crowd. He come to the fans, and he hit the FA Cup badge and hit this badge saying that's ours. That's ours. That man showed so much passion today. I was like, yes, this guy, he is one of us.
Yeah,
he's one of us.
All right, Traps,
You know what?
I've never met you, but hey, pick yourself up. Man said he touched the badge, he touched the chest, and said,
he's one of us. Mazraoui is one of us.
No, he is not 100%, bro.
Do you think it's kind of surprising? Not really surprising that most of our best players this season are from the summer. Ugarte,
I'm not surprised. This is why we're saying, I look
Ligt.
at your transfer window. I think Just D does this all the time. But you go back to your transfer window, I'm like, yeah, what about it?
No, but not only that, guys. Who are we
Only one
comparing
of them.
them to?
And guess what? The funny thing is, the one that I'm more skeptical over is now thinking like, right, I want to see where this can maybe go.
Zirkzee.
Maybe go, but it needs a big sample size of games. It needs a huge sample size of games to be like, but I want to, and then we go from there. Like a couple cameras don't prove nothing. You go against Southampton and bag a brace, and then go to Brighton and score a goal or something. Next day you might get an assist, or you just have a good performance. You don't even need to get the GA. As long as we get wins, we can start appreciating a lot of these players a lot more and a lot more frequently. But at the moment, it's just cameos. At the moment, let's be real.
You know, like Ugarte has been really important to our team in that midfield. Like the amount of fight he puts in, and you know, he can play too. Like he's not just, people were calling him a shin kicker, but he can play too. You know, and Mazraoui obviously.
I'll tell you a story about Ugarte, yeah. I don't know if I've told you. I definitely haven't told you because I've been on this channel for a while, yeah. But yeah, shout out to them fools.
This channel in a while. This is your first time on the channel. I bet this is new.
Wait, is this not never a foul? What channel is this then?
This is my channel.
Kaz, MUFC.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is my first time. But I went to listen. Shout out to them fools that I saw at Old Trafford at that Chelsea game. When I turned around, I said to these men, I said, listen, the way this Ugarte's career started at United, it reminds me of how Rodri started. They was thinking, oh, you're saying he's better than Rodri. Listen, I said, look, he will start slow, but trust me, you can see what he's about. Yeah,
He's a fan favorite, man. Easy.
And lo and behold, how long ago was the Chelsea game? 2 months ago or something?
Chaps, you know what, bro? You're not the G. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not the only one because when he first come in, I didn't see too much of him. But it's in the French league, bro, and you can't judge players until they come into the Premier League. But I do know players need time. They need time to adjust. They need to get their fitness up. They need to get stronger. They need to. It's different demands. Yeah. He let me down in the first, couple of weeks, and I did think he wasn't gonna make it. But look at the likes of Vidic. Look at the likes of Evra. Look. You have players at United. United's different gravy, bro. You either sink or swim, I believe, with United. And that's why I rate players like Mazraoui, because it's no fear.
Yeah.
I told people about Ugarte. I called it the season before.
We were saying it was Saïd.
Yeah, before he went to PSG. Before he went to PSG, I said we should sign this guy because he put in a performance at the Emirates. Yeah, I call out Ugarte a long time ago.
He's 23 years of age, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know Ugarte before he went.
23 years of age. The guy plays like he's 28 and still got something that left to prove. Like he can't.
The game against Arsenal, he stuck. When he was at Sporting, he stuck out as like a sort. Like he just stuck out. He looked so good on the pitch. Like even now, the levels he's showing, he hasn't even hit those levels yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that because
he hasn't hit those levels yet.
Yeah. But
like,
you can't tell me though that when you signed him after those first, couple games, month, maybe 2.
He barely played.
You know what? I had a problem with Ugarte as well, but not because of the player like himself. It's just
time.
I'm just fed up of the players.
It's that video of him dancing, isn't it? Adam, innit? It's that video.
That messed with me as well, bro. I banter Arsenal fans for shit like that, so that did mess with me as well. But bro, we used to like Paul Scholes, Paul Pogba, like we used to. He's not that. We had Casemiro. He does a similar job to Casemiro, but he's more. He
keeps it simple. He keeps it simple.
He can cover that ground better.
I don't mind that because
otherwise, he's a good player, bro. 23, we got away with one, and he's adjusted really well. So
50 million, you ain't complaining about that these days.
We don't have the type of players that I like, and the big clubs that are winning the big trophies have players that I like. The type of Rodri's that, like for example, they bought that guy, the young player. The PSG for João Cancelo, is it João Neves or something like that?
Yeah,
the type of player that controls tempo. That's good on the ball.
I like that.
I love them players, but we don't get them. So that's why I was annoyed with the Ugarte signing, not because of him, just because it's another player that doesn't fit the style I like. But to be honest,
you need players like that though, Adam, because even under Sir Alex Ferguson, I'll never forget that Champions League run we had where Fletcher got sent off.
I knew you were gonna say Fletcher.
He got sent off against Arsenal. And I was like, if we just had him for that final, we probably would have won.
Those players, but we
need those players like that. But we need the other kind of players.
Yes, bro. Yeah. You do also need the good ones. For me, he does the job that no one else wants to do, and that's the reason why we rate him so much. And it's very similar to Herrera.
And he stays fit.
Herrera. I'm not going to say Fred, but Herrera, very similar type of baller. Very similar.
And you know what? I'm a big fan of Ugarte now. He can. I'm a big fan at the moment. Like he's not playing, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
So I got it wrong. And I need someone to be honest.
Quick one. 1 sec. 100 over just 100 people and whatnot. Look, it's the brand new channel. Smash the likes. Get this to 100. So I haven't asked once this whole stream. I just can't be asked to keep asking for likes.
We got Chelsea fans in here, man. So look.
We've done the job. Well, United fans, to be fair. So big up. I see Foxy in there as well. Big up, man. It says fair play to you lot. Big performance of 10 men and breakout game for being there. I mean, hopefully, if someone's come pay 20 million for being my guest.
If London's blue, like the stream. If London's, I don't know.
Do you know what though? Yeah,
not white, bro.
Yeah, what I will. Have you got more? I've got super chats or something to read.
Nah, go on.
Yeah,
these people don't want to super chat me, man.
What I was gonna say.
I like RSV though. I see you though. I know you like.
Oh yeah, big up RSV. RSV, yeah, is a good geezer, man. He's from America. I met him in New Cross. I was going into a shop and he recognized me from here. So
big him New Cross, local.
So big him up, man. He was here on I think it was on a I can't remember. I think it was like was he here? Maybe it might have been a holiday or something, but he was here for a little while and he was staying in New Cross and he came and gave me a little shout out and then we spoke for a little while. So big him up, man.
Man United fan.
Yeah, he's a Man United fan. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Someone got about to say. I was going to say. You know what? I feel like we've spoken about pretty much all these players, but there's one that we just talk about. We did get, but this Harry Maguire thing. this Harry Maguire and Remontada, is it something to look at and say this is just a purple patch, or
No,
or
we ain't
say
giving
that-
him
I
like-
have the perfect like analogy for Maguire. He kind of reminds me of what's his name, the Arsenal captain that got booed off when they just started their rebuild.
Granit Xhaka.
Shaka, yeah, that redemption that he went through. I don't think Maguire is going to last more than 1 year, but it's good to have him back up where he's usable, right? Because I still think we need to upgrade on him. Now, the mistake Arsenal made is that they didn't upgrade on Shaka properly, in my opinion. They've signed players that didn't do that job he was doing for them. We need to, when we're upgrading on Maguire, get a player that's good in the air, good on the ball, and has pace. That's it. It's not personal.
I mean,
He's a good player, but we can't build with him to play high tempo football.
Yeah. I've seen people who'll fight for the badge, like, bro.
I
That's the
think,
least.
yeah,
Bare minimum.
I think we have to take a serious look at Maguire, and we have to be realistic about.
Oh, you got a year extension, so
Because for one,
Keep it as that.
for one, we're talking about purple patches. Like, defenders don't have purple patches. It's not goals. You know what I mean? It's not goals and assists. You know what I'm saying? It's Harry Maguire. Everybody knows. Even when Harry Maguire was playing poorly for us, he still got selected for England in the Black Three, and they got to the final. Harry Maguire is in his most comfortable position he's ever been in at United because of this system, and it shows. So realistically, I think Harry Maguire will play just as good as he's been playing from now to the rest of the season, because you have to remember, Maguire wasn't always bad. You know, he wasn't always bad.
You know what's the problem with him, Traps? When you finish,
Low deep.
Maguire wasn't always.
Look at this bastard, man. This bastard, dudes, man.
Oh, listen, hey, Bood Banks is sitting there talking about PE kits. Yeah, we sent them home with their PE kits torn today, bro. Yeah, rather going home with their shirt ripped and that. Yeah, having to explain to Mumsy what they did today. I got my lunch money taken off me. Yeah, all of that stuff. So Bood Banks, yeah, big up Boods anyway. But listen, you see that PE kit? You want to retire that, mate? That white kit it's not doing it. Yeah,
Hey, that's actually 4 losses for them and 1 win in that white kit.
You said you better wearing that white kit like some angels, and you're just living in hell. Like, what's wrong with you?
What was you saying on Maguire anyways? Sorry.
Yeah, so Maguire's been his most comfortable position. I think that obviously the system supports the way he plays, and I just think that Maguire. You have to remember, Maguire. For me, I have to respect Maguire's mentality for one. Yeah, because that man has come under that man was a meme for 2 years. Like, I'm talking every week a new meme coming out for 2 years. He had an opportunity to leave the club. He said, "No, I'm staying." Everyone was fuming about it because why is he digging his heels in, whatnot? The captaincy was stripped of him and whatever else, yeah. But you know what? He stayed here, and he's now got a big say. Because I remember defending him. I remember defending him when he's going through his bad moment. Because I said, listen, I remember the the Europa League final. Everyone was pissed that Harry Maguire got injured. Everyone was pissed. Every single Man United fan.
I was over the moon. I was over the moon, man.
They were pissed. No, but Adam, you shouldn't have been over the moon. Shall I tell you why? Because you see the goal that they scored. I promise you now. You see Lindelof. Yeah.
No, don't get me
started. No, but now you're comparing shit with I don't know,
at that time, Maguire wasn't shit. At that time, Maguire wasn't shit. And I'm telling you now, that goal that Moreno scored. If Harry Maguire was fit, Lindelof wouldn't have been playing. Harry Maguire would have put his big slab head on that, and he wouldn't have scored that goal. I promise you.
So we're rating. Let me just get one thing straight, guys, and I'm gonna shut up and let all of you lot talk. Yeah.
Thank you. We needed your permission.
No. So you lot are rating Maguire.
I'm joking.
No, but it's the low block, and he got his head on everything, and that's what we love Maguire for. But let's not forget those little bozo. How are you gonna go up for a header, then cut Paul Pogba's face with your boot? Like,
and you know what? Another thing with Maguire, my main issue.
The nutmegs. Like,
listen, that was Paul Pogba's fault, bro, because he should have left the club years before.
And by the way, Eric Ten Hag improved Maguire, yeah, because he said in the beginning, he said, I need him to do sprints. And bro, every half time, I used to see Maguire running up and down. He was improving his recovery runs. And not only that, Martinez, I believe, improved Maguire as well. Because when Martinez came in, he was small. And he was aggressive and he was starting. So I feel like Maguire's learned a lot from that. But guys, let's be real, man. He's
And my
not.
There's
problem-
no.
Just to
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
Yeah, my problem with Maguire is not even the defending. It's just when we have the ball, everything he does is slow. And I'm not even talking about running. It's like the speed at which he makes decisions, sees options, creates space, and sees spaces is slow. You can see the difference with Lenny Euro. The moment Lenny Euro gets on the pitch, when he comes on, it's very, very quick. And his brain is quick. You can see the thinking is fluid. The angles are clear. My problem with Maguire is that he holds on to the ball too long. He puts himself under pressure, and then he has to start moving in a very weird ways, and often we lose the ball. It's not quick enough in the way he thinks about the game. The way the pictures he had, the picture of the pitch he has is not good enough. It's not even the defending, because he's a useful asset to have. I can't disagree with that.
It's headering. No, he's good in the air. He's got that bit. Today, he cleared everything, bro. He cleared everything.
You know what? Do you know what I say about Maguire? I say what I say about Maguire now.
He got it right.
I'm not sitting there singing his praises and saying, "Oh yeah, cool. Maguire's back. Maguire's back." Basically, Harry Beckenbauer and all that. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is that Maguire has shown that he can contribute to the team. So phase him out. But
that's all I'm saying.
Get players like
one more
get
year.
players like Lenny Euro, could Lenny Euro in, because once Lenny Euro is good enough to play week in, week out, and he's just in the league, then you can move Maguire. But Maguire, listen, right now, if we had a back three that was say if we had a young back three that was doing very well, Harry Maguire as a bench option is a great option to have.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've extended his contract a year. I think the only way he leaves is if someone comes up and pays up 20-25 million. But if that doesn't happen, I don't think he's going to get a new contract, number one, because he's 31 years old. He's 31 years old. We're not going to do that. He'll be here by the time he's leaving.
He's going to improve as well.
Yeah, he's 32, going to 33, and he's not going to get any faster. So there's nothing wrong with him like enjoying this 1 year. If nobody buys him, he stays 1 year on the bench or rotational option. And we add this and the kind of center backs we need to play the system, because in this system, we need very physical, very athletic, very fast players that are quick on their feet, play multiple positions and whatnot. So we can't just rely. Maguire's not like, if we're going to go to the next level, it's going to expose a player like Maguire.
Even
like
Martinez.
I like Ugarte. I like Martinez, right? To go to the next level where we're winning Premier Leagues, we need better. Like, we need better. So that's the way I see Maguire. Like, you have something right now that can offer the team, but you need to upgrade.
100%. And let's not forget, Maguire is older than Varane. Like, there's no longevity there.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I'm not even saying that, but I'm just saying, look, at the end of the day, as a bench option, I feel like I said, Harry Maguire's mentality.
180k a week as a bench option. And not only that, bro, there's no coincidence now his performances has improved when, you know, he's got one more year left on his deal. Come on, man.
No, you can't say that, because
it has to be a bit like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
We're playing a back three, right? Harry Maguire, that's his forte. So at the end of the day, there's no coincidence or no. It's not like he's playing for a contract. So I don't believe in any of that.
But let's not say that he looked amazing for England, because it's a back three.
And another thing as well that we forget, that he should not have been picked for England. Southgate was people were annoyed with that.
But my point is, even though he wasn't picked, he played well.
That's the thing. I don't know.
I think
regardless, he had a flipping monster game today. That's all that matters.
Today is different, literally.
You know, he had a good game, Kaz. Everyone kept booing him when he got the ball.
Oh yeah, he became the villain for Arsenal fans.
Listen, another thing, like I said, his mentality today. Listen, I'm telling you this now. I don't know who was holding on to him for dear life, but I'm saying if he'd have let go today, he would have battered Havertz. Havertz would have got beat up badly. Yeah. He wanted to beat him up badly today. Because you know what? I see a thing where they said, he called him a cheating shithouse. He's like, and then next thing you know, they're all like. But we saw a team today. That's what we saw. We saw a team that plays together today, a team that sticks together, a team that fights together.
Better go with the next few results now, man. If you go beat Southampton and Brighton at home, it's like, okay, we can build off of that. But it's just, again, it's
that was very refreshing, that Traps, just to be like, before we won on penalties, I was happy with the play. Big up, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you know what? Like I said, the team for me, that's what you've seen. You've seen a team that's actually trying to fight together and stick together. And I don't know. I haven't seen that in a while. Do you know what I mean? There's always one that sticks out like a sore thumb, or someone who's not committed. I feel like they've bought into Amorim's style and how he manages. I think they understand certain things, because even the situation with Marcus Rashford, I think he was on the bench today because I see him warming up or training or something on Sky Sports. But
I don't think he was he?
No, he wasn't even in the squad. I don't think.
Well, on the, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works in the FA Cup, but on the back, when you get the programs on the back, it's got the whole squads on the back. So I don't really know how it works. But I don't know if I saw his name on there, and I saw it. It might have been an old video, but I saw it on Sky Sports. I don't know what, but you know what? In the ground, it's got no sound, so you don't know what they're saying. It might have just been like he's not in the team today. But even how he's handled Marcus Rashford, he's not playing, and it's not like there's no little sections or no little factions that are fuming about him not playing. They've just said, look, right, he's out the team, let's get on with it. You know what I mean? And fair play to them. So today, going away from
it's brought the team together.
Yeah.
I think getting a man sent off traps as well plays into that, because we started man for man. So once you get a man sent off, the first thing I saw, Kaz, you saw it as well. I saw Kobe Mainu. As soon as he saw that yellow, he kicked the ground. A lot of players just like turn around, like, now we've got to dig in. So yeah, it tests you, innit? You have a sink or swim with that one.
Getting rid of Rashford is very good for the togetherness of the team, because like you could see the team was treated unfairly with regards to him, and that's not good for team spirit. Like he was getting a free pass for too long. And like those things I
think what Amorim's done, Amorim's come in there and he's basically said, look, listen, we're wiping the slate clean. I don't know none of you. So this is audition time, boys. Marcus Rashford said what he said. Unfortunately, he's out the team. I don't know if he's gonna go on. It looks like he's gonna end up getting a move at some point this January. But but at the end of the day, he's out the team and he doesn't look like he's gonna be getting back in it. I mean, and then you see players. The subs that he made today, you're seeing players that. Listen, are we talking about? Listen, let's talk about like Toby Collyer and that.
We spoke about him earlier.
Yeah, different. Loved it.
He came off the way. Listen, the way he was breathing down Sterling's neck here was actually comical. It was comical because you see Toby Collyer. He looks a lot bigger than he is. That's the first time I've actually seen him in real life. He looks a lot smaller than what he looks like on TV. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. He's not as big as I thought he was, but the way he was running around after this geezer, I think Sterling must have thought, you know what? I know I'm on 300 grand a week, but I don't need this little kid chasing me about. I honestly don't need this kid. He's chasing me about and I can't get rid of him. Yeah. So in the end, I was calling him Raheem Rupees about the end of it. I was like, listen, he's not no Sterling over here, mate. Collier's running him down. Yeah. And he's like just not looking good. But to be fair to Sterling didn't have a bad game. He didn't have a bad game, but it was just funny to see this young boy really just going for him. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, yo, do you think that's down to the players or the manager? Because, like I said, you're not marking man anymore. You're marking position, and that's much more difficult to coach, bro. When you're going from man to man to actually making a decision whether to jump in or not. And today, everyone they look like they got it right. So is that down to the coaching or the players?
I think I don't know. Listen, we haven't seen enough of Toby Collyer, so we don't really know how good of a player he is.
I'm talking in general, like everyone's position. Like I said today, they were making judgment calls. Do I dive in? Do I not? Do I go out wide? Do I stay narrow? Do I? And they got it right. So is that down to the coaching? Because
I think it is down to the coaching. There was a moment when I think it was a free. Was it a free kick? I think it might have been a free kick. Yeah. And if you looked here, there's a couple of the players, they stopped. They went to run and they stopped. Then they turned around to the bench and Amorim's pointing. He's going.
He was going nuts today, bro. He was literally going nuts.
So I think it's down to the coaching because he's telling them to play a certain way.
I think so as well.
I feel like he's also turned around and said to them, listen, if you don't know what you're doing, turn to the bench. I'll tell you. Because you have to remember, you have to remember, he's seen a lot of bozo moments. He's seen a lot of individual mistakes over since he's been here. We've been in games where we're doing all right, and then we have a mad moment where someone doesn't get it right, and then we're 1-0 down.
Yeah, 100%.
He's seen that many a time. So I feel like he's turning around and says, "Boy, listen, we haven't had that much time, but it's a work in progress. If you get stuck, turn to me. I'll be there."
Bro, hey, Traps, and guess what, bro? He was there. White trainers, bro. Chinos on. Bro, waviest manager. I'm not going to lie. Waviest manager, bro.
Shout out to the Moncler. Shout out to the Moncler.
Waviest manager, bro.
But Cass, you touched onto a good point, yeah. And I'm going to have to discuss this. I'm going to have to discuss this with the man them, yeah, on Wednesday or Thursday, yeah.
What I say?
But because they call me Trapscliff because of what I've said about Ineos.
I'm Sir Cascliff on flipping Twitter.
Yeah, so basically that's what they call. That's what they've been calling me.
Why? Because you give Ineos some time to actually try and fix it.
Yeah,
exactly.
But you know what's mad?
You're a man of faith.
We're gonna do. Do you know what I want to do? I want to do this whole thing of let's rate the signings that came in, because right now all these signings have been all right. They've not been that bad.
In comparison to what we've done in the past, it's night and day. I mean, the second season of Ten Hag, who did we sign? We signed Mount.
Good
disaster. Hoyland, no. He has been very poor. And Onana. Like, it's night and day. And even in his first season, we signed Anthony for 19 million euros.
Insanity.
Some people forget where we've. Some people forget. This is why I'm like, I get upset with Man United fans. Do you guys remember where we've come from? The ownership that.
Because you know what? The combination of Ole followed by Ten Hag.
We went from Sancho,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. But see, Ten Hag, yeah. Ten Hag was an evil genius. Do you know that? Innit? He was a real life evil. You know, like an evil genius that you see in cartoons, like Ninja Turtles or something, like Shredder and all that.
I do hear that, bro.
That was him. Because you know what he managed to. Do you know what he managed to do? He managed to destroy this squad and win trophies at the same time. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Yeah, that's tough.
He's an evil genius, I'm telling you.
I watched the Man United FA Cup final, bro, and the players, the heart, the football. I hated Ten Hag, bro. But when I watched that, I get what you mean about evil genius, bro.
Yeah,
but still, genius. He wanted to imagine that he wanted to kill us at the same time, keep us alive. That's what he wanted to do.
I don't know what he was trying to do.
You know what it is?
It
became so much about him. Ten Hag this, I won 2 trophies. He really made winning those trophies his whole personality. And listen, fair play. Winning trophies is not a bad thing. Look at Arsenal. But at the end of the day, he's gone now. And I think the difference between him and Amorim, I didn't watch Bayendi's interview, but I saw some of the things he said. He did the exact same thing Martinez did against Liverpool. He pointed to his head and said, mentality. Mentality is key. Like, the manager has been trying to reinforce this in us. So to me, Amorim is speaking to these guys and like really challenging them on a mental and emotional level, which I think Ten Hag didn't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for Amorim, he appears to be a fair man. And this is one thing that Ten Hag wasn't. He was punishing and rewarding players in a very inconsistent way. And that's the best way to ruin a dressing room. Like, you could see it, obviously.
Yeah. Adam, do you remember Varane?
Of course, man.
When he was fit and not playing him? Do you remember?
I remember that's the tipping point for me was Maguire and Evans against City. And he said, because of tactics. Yeah. And I said, get him gone.
And then you play him, and then you play Varane against Wolves. I think it was Wolves. Was it Wolves? He comes on and man of the match performance
against Liverpool as well. Look, it's not complicated. There isn't a single tactic in existence that involves Evans and Maguire and not Varane. It does not exist. So he was just taking the piss out of us. And
he did. Listen, he did some mad stuff, yeah. And obviously, do you know what was mad about that? Do you know what was mad about? Because Adam, you know how I was about this guy, bro, from early.
You know how I was as well.
And you know what? Yeah, I swear to God, yeah, I went to Wolves the other day, yeah, and I was obviously at Molineux. We lost. Obviously, it was a bad performance and that.
Yeah.
You know what? I was like, this is absolute crap. I knew what I was coming here to watch, but you know what I said in my head? I said, yeah, but Ten Hag's gone. So just be happy. Just be happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
I left there with a smile on my face. We lost 2-0. I left there with a smile on my face and I went home because I said to myself, do you know what?
Ten Hag's gone.
At least it can change. With Ten Hag, it was never changing. At least it can change.
You know what happened with Ten Hag? The losses were painful, but the wins were painful as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What a point. Yeah, you can't even enjoy the win.
Like you just scammed the win, but we did not improve. So that means he stays on for a bit longer because fans will defend him. And that was discussed. Now at the moment when we win with Amorim, I'm genuinely happy. There's no like bitter side to it.
And this is the thing.
Who remembers Mazraoui as a 10 when you had Ahmad on the
Mazraoui as a 10, I lost it because that's the one game I wasn't going to watch Bruno, and he did that.
But the thing is that you can see with Amorim, whereby it's like if he has his players, he gets players in the right system. You can see it working. You can see
play for him. You play for a manager.
He's gonna work.
Bro. He's fair. Even playing by Bayinda in the FA Cup, bro. Ten Hag would never have done something like that.
Ten Hag was
and that's his signing
to his national team. That was embarrassing for Bayinda. Like he broke his confidence right there and then.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what as well? Yeah. You see with this whole people are crying out talking about, because people like Faz, big up Faz, saying to me, "Oh, where's the signings? Where's the signings, bro?" If we go and put in performances like that and include players like Toby Collyer and whatnot, yeah, we don't need to be signing anybody and forcing it and getting 6 months gaps in that.
I don't know. We still need the signings, but the right ones.
What I'm saying. Listen, I'm talking about January.
We need signings, bro.
I know what you think. I know what you're saying. Listen, I hear what people say. I'm not saying we don't need signings. I'm saying signings. We need signings for what? Unless we're gonna go and win something.
I want a wing. I just want wing backs, and I'll be
left back, centre mid, striker.
Listen, if we're gonna go and get signings, we need to get signings for a reason. Now, for me, I don't think that if we're gonna go and get signings this season, does it what we're gonna achieve with this? Yeah, people are talking about if you get signings in and think I'll get them in now, so they're embedded in the system. You're just treating the rest of the season like pre-season. Then
no, but hold on, Traps, hold on. The 5 signings that we brought in the summer, you was just saying that they're our best players.
Yeah, that's what my point. My point is that.
So imagine another 3 players.
No. Do you know what it is? I just think in January it's very difficult to get your first option. Now I believe that Ineos have a list. They have of who they want, top priorities, second one, first. I think they have all of that because there's too many footballing brains in that boardroom at the moment. So I don't think in January there's no way you can go and get 3 players and they are your top.
You know what the issue is though. You know what the issue is, Traps. Like I know you want your long term, your first number 1, but the thing is, our squad is so shit. We need our first target, but then it's like, what about the other one? Like we need 2 left wing backs. So even if we got one of them now, and then the first long term one that you might see in the summer, I'm happy with that, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? We've brought in the Leon guy, who I think I think from what I read, I don't know if this was the Athletic. What Ineos want to do is get a young potential player in one position, then get an experienced player that will start. So that's how they want to build the team.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm fed up with the youth. I want proper players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I say to that?
Go to the academy for the youth, bro.
Do you know what I said? I said, listen, if in January, we're in January now, but if we go and get a wing back loan player of someone that's it's not a player that they want, and we go and get a loan, then yeah, fair enough. Get them a couple of loan players, but decent loan players.
I don't end up with a regular.
Sorry, what?
No, there's
end up with like a regular from Spurs
again.
I think there's players out there that we can try and get right. It will be difficult to get, like Traps has said, proper top quality, like someone like Cunha that I want this January. Probably be very difficult to get because Wolves are not going to sell him because he's crucial to them staying up. Yes. But do the deal because I heard he has a release clause in case they get relegated. Start working on that deal for the summer. Be the first team to buy him in the summer. Day one, the window opens to buy him.
Ain't he looking at signing a new deal over there or some shit, no?
No, but in his new deal, there's going to be a relegation clause. So if they get relegated, it'll be sub 50 million to sign him on his clause. Oh, yeah. That kind of deal is what we need. Because you're not going to get, if you can get Cunha for 45 million pounds, are you crazy? That's a good deal. That's what we should be doing.
The problem is money. I think we broke. I think the problem is money, to be honest.
Yeah, but if you're selling Casemiro and Rashford goes, maybe option to buy, not maybe all of a sudden, and then also you get rid of, I don't know, let's say Nacho even went for like 50. Imagine the bid did come in. But the more likely ones is Rashford and Casemiro, maybe Eric's, maybe.
I think
there's a bit of leg room to get someone.
if PSG buy Kvaratskhelia and they get their money, now Napoli will have money to buy somebody, obviously. So I'm hoping they buy either Rashford or Garnacho.
I give them
Either
both
of them. It
price.
doesn't honestly matter.
All the Cavaschellian money they got together, I'd take all of it.
I just think that in January it's very difficult because a lot of teams are fighting on different fronts, whether it be for Champions League, whether it be for titles, whether it be for cups, whether it be for relegation. So at the end of the day, in January, to get players out of their teams, good players, you're going to have to pay a premium, probably more than what you'd have to pay in the summer. Because obviously in the summer, teams like, say for instance, teams like Wolves can afford to lose a Cunha because one, Wolves have had some good players coming through there, so their recruitment system is pretty good. So they know that they can get a 50 million and spend a 20 million and probably get the next Cunha to come in because they've got good players over there and they've had a good group of players coming through their club consistently over the last 3 or 4 years. Like, because obviously they had players like Pedro Neto, even Daniel Podence. I don't know what happened to him though. He looked good.
Neves as well.
Neves, Jimenez before the accident.
The entire Portuguese national team almost.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's easy for Wolves to collect the 50 million in January in the summer because they got time to recruit someone else, and they probably have. To be fair, they probably have targets that they'll be looking at over the season anyway. So I just think it's very difficult, and you have to pay premiums, and I think. You're driving a hard bargain trying to get players in January at the end of the day. So
I think we'll maybe do 2 players. I think if Rashford goes, we'll get someone to replace him. And
yeah,
maybe
I think you will, but I just think for now, I think maybe if you get a wing back, I don't think there's any wing back. There are wing backs out there, but
there is one. He's very available,
and that's
the
PSG one.
No. I don't. No, maybe don't. But no, Alvaro, bro, it's the only one that makes sense. So financially,
yeah. So I mean,
Alvaro
you never know. But like I said, what you have to remember is that Ineos haven't gone and bought. This is the key thing. This is what I don't get with United fans because. Ineos haven't come and done the whole, let's go and sign a big, massive player, a big marquee signing that everyone's going to get behind and everyone's going to love, and all adverts are going to come out about him, and then it's just going to be a money spinner for us. They haven't done that. Yeah, they've done the hard things. They've sacked people. They've laid people off. They've sacked Fergie. They've done a lot of cutting back here because, you know what I mean. So they're trying to clean the house and get the finances right. So moving forward, we don't have these problems, obviously, with PSR and whatever else. I just think that United fans should give the time and realize that, one, we don't really do business in January. I think we signed a handful of players over the last 20 years in January. And at the end of the day, if we get a loan in or we get a couple of these players gone and we do get a player in, I think United fans should be happy. And they should trust in their manager as well, because what I've seen this manager do with these group of players.
Yo, boys, I got to bounce. Big up the panel. Big up everyone.
I mean, Chaps is going on his monologue, isn't it?
No, from what I've seen from this group of players and what this manager's done, I think people should be happy. Why not just be happy?
Should be.
Just be happy, have a bit of faith, and hope we get to the season. We get to the end of the season. Might win the Europa League, maybe.
That's what I want.
I just think we need some injection in our attack. If we can bring in one player at least, nothing, Colomboani, I know people don't rate him like that, but alone, I wouldn't be too against it. And then getting a left wing back, and I'm good for this January, because anything else outside of that, I don't really think we're going to spend too much money outside of that.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. The fact that I've taken off Rance and Musa today, Joshua Zirkzee just needs to step up and keep it consistent, because he's had a good couple of cameos now. I need to see 90 minutes now, big man.
Yeah, but
I think he'll start the next game. I think so as well.
Because I think he's a good player. I just need a bit more aggression and a bit more physicality, but I think he's a good player.
I think we'll see Zirkzee. I don't know. Garnacho was interesting playing on the right. He seems better because he wants to come in naturally.
I still don't want to see it.
But we'll see. I think because what I want with Zirkzee, if you can give him an outlet, someone he can the stretches they play for him, I think you'll see better.
Just play footballers together, man.
I'm on board with that.
Just play footballers together, man. But yeah, look, you can follow everyone as well. You can see it in their name tags even before, even when Ems was here. So you can search them on YouTube, if not Twitter. So yeah, man. Has anyone got anything else to shout?
Not really. Just good day today. Just good day, man. Good conversation.
Yeah. Was
Yeah,
good
big
there.
up, man. Make sure you like and subscribe on the way out, especially if you ain't subscribed. Just don't forget, this is going to go to Fam Zone TV. Just go cast rate it up. And then, yeah, man, in a bit, man. Don't have an outro, so I don't really want one in a bit.
Big up.